Because it's what, Jordan?
It's homecoming season, people.
Homecoming season. So and we're back again with another video. This is season 2, episode 7.
Something like that.
Something like that. we gonna keep on going.
Yes.
And so as you can see, Jordan and I are representing our universities right here. LU stand up.
Missouri State.
Yeah, I say I know what y'all little thing is. Whatever.
Yeah.
And because it's what, Jordan?
It's homecoming season, people.
Homecoming season. So Jordan and I already talked about the fall being one of our favorite seasons. Well, it is my favorite season.
It is mine.
And one of the reasons why is because it's homecoming season. I mean, hello. But we're gonna get more into that later. But first, we want to go ahead and do our games for today. So we're bringing back one that we've done before, and we have a new one. So our first game is gonna be our game that we've already done before, which is Fuck, Marry, and Friend Zone. Okay, so I'm gonna let Jordan go first.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't have the same people because y'all know we're good for it.
Yes, because we here.
Yeah.
Okay, so my people are Tyrese, Moneybag Yo, and Marcus Houston.
Okay.
Very interesting.
And before we start too, because I see y'all, we're gonna be drinking today. So shout out to my stepdad because he just had to give me these.
Thanks, Mr. Jeff.
And I was like, you know what, we'll drink them on the show. So
yes.
Cheers. Clink. Okay. So you said Tyrese, Moneybag Yo, Marcus Houston.
Yes.
We're gonna definitely friend zone Marcus Houston because I just don't really find. Yeah, I just don't really find him attractive.
Mm-hmm. And this is Moneybag Yo.
Now with Ari.
Yes.
I like the way that he treats Ari. So we'll say we'll marry Moneybag Yo because Tyrese, I don't know, he has like some mental issues.
Yes.
So we're gonna say and he's a nice looking man. So we're gonna fuck Tyrese, we're gonna friend zone Marcus Houston, and we're gonna marry Moneybag because I'm trying to get treated like Ari. He done bought Ari a car, some Birkins, you know.
What an S.
Moneybag.
Yes.
I mean, hello.
Trying to get the bag.
Money bag.
There we go.
Okay, so mine are.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I called this one, y'all, light skin men edition.
Oh, I'm dead.
So we have some Shamar Moore.
Okay.
We have Boris Kojo.
Okay.
And we have Laz Alonso.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That's a good one. Right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna friend zone Shamar.
Okay.
Yeah, he just kind of a nerd to me. Like the way he be dancing.
I think he was
I would marry Laz Alonso. He's a nice looking man. Yeah, he's fine. And then fuck Boris, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought you was gonna say marry Boris because him and Nicole been together for a long time.
Yeah. I'm not really attracted to him.
Yeah, he got the in-game potential.
But Laz Alonso, he be good.
Laz Alonso. Yeah. Nice looking man.
And we can speak Spanish together because he's Afro-Latino.
He is Afro-Latina, so yes. Latino, I'm sorry. Yes, I promise I haven't started drinking yet. Afro-Latino.
Yeah.
Okay. So, our next game, which I'm so excited to introduce to y'all, is called 3 Albums and an Artist.
Yes.
And I hope this isn't out because I really came up with this, so I was like laying on my bed.
I've never heard of it.
So you heard it here first on When Life Gives You Curves. So the object of the game is we're each gonna do 3 different artists, and we're gonna name 3 of their albums, and the other person has to guess who the artist is. Okay? So.
Okay.
You gonna go first?
Yes.
And why you going first, girl?
Go ahead, pop that open.
My hands is a little.
All right. So my 3 are. So here's my first one. Okay. Release Some Tension.
Okay.
New Beginning, and It's About Time.
I have no way. Ooh. Okay, Okay, release some tension.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like somebody's sexual. And then what else did you say?
New beginning.
Genuine.
No.
Who is it?
Baby was very sure about that one. It's SWV.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Do you want to do alternating or you want to?
How do you want to do it?
It don't matter.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Second batch is anybody want to buy a heart? More issues than Vogue. Rebellious soul.
My soror K. Michelle.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I love her. I love her album. Not so much her personality.
Yeah,
She
not
needs
so
work,
much.
but it's fine. Last one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard. Okay. Rich Slave, Dumb and Dumber, role model.
Rich slave. Can we get it? Can I know if it's a woman or a man?
It's a man.
A rich slave.
Dumb and Dumber, role model.
Future? I don't know.
No, it's Young Dolph.
Girl, don't nobody listen here but you. She single-handedly pays his bills.
I really do like Young Dolph, you guys.
Right, who?
I'm a trap queen.
Okay, you ready?
Trap part.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go while we wait. You should be here, sweet, sexy, savage. I'll even give you one more just to help.
Okay.
While we wait, you should be here, sweet, sexy, savage, and then another one is it was good until it wasn't.
Oh, I feel like sweet. What's the second one?
You should be here, sweet, sexy, savage. While we wait.
I'm gonna say Anderson.
Lyrica? No.
Yeah, Lyrica. Okay.
You want to take one guess or no?
I don't.
It's Kaylani.
Oh,
I knew you was gonna say
you
that.
should be here.
You should be here.
Dang, I was like, I know that's her new one.
It's her newest one.
Yes.
So I was like, I'll give you another one. Okay. We're gonna go
I'm about to be drunk.
Amusing Her Feelings. September 5th.
Oh, that's
Morning
Division.
After. Division.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
Division.
I love you.
I only know that because of music.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one is Fearless, Love Me Back, reality show.
Is that Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
So we hope y'all listen to some of them albums. Y'all know I had to start Division. I was gonna do Summer, but she only got 2 albums, and then hers last day of summer. I was like, So yeah, three of my favorite artists: Kalani, Division, Jasmine Sullivan. Great albums. So
super great.
we hope you like that game. I thought it was a little difficult, but it's kind of cool. Me and my roommate may play because we like album hoes, but you know. All right, y'all. Let's get into what's the word.
What is the word, people?
On the streets.
Yes.
So our first what's the word is Tokyo Vanity on makeup artists making it a requirement for a picture. So I know Dre's gonna put the clip in here.
I am.
The problem is not that y'all want to take pictures of y'all clients. The problem is that Instagram got y'all so fucked up that y'all hoes really think that it's a requirement for somebody to let you take a picture. Or like it's mandatory that somebody gotta let you take a picture. Like the business exchange is when they, after you done your service, they give you their money. Don't nobody have to let you take no picture of nothing. Like y'all hoes get y'all followers up, or a few people start fucking with y'all and y'all bitches really start tripping. Like what part y'all not understanding? Like you post to book models and do professional shoots and put into the marketing of your brand to further your brand. Your clients who pay you do not have to be unpaid models.
Basically, so Tokyo is saying she's tired of these makeup artists requiring their paid customers to be filmed or photographed as a requirement. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I know at one point she said, you know, build your own portfolio, get professional pictures, and that's the way to go.
Yeah. My thing is, I don't so much agree with her saying pay for people to get your pictures, but I do agree that it should not be a requirement. If I'm paying you to get my money to get my makeup done, my money should cover my makeup. I shouldn't have to be required. Now I don't have a problem. You beat my face and you do a hell of a job, girl. Put me on IG.
Right.
You know, but it should not be a requirement. And some people are like, you know, saying that you're wrong. I'm like, no, if I pay you my money and I don't want to be photographed, because sometimes, let's be real, you get your makeup done, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, you got your edges not laid, you may not want to be on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I
definitely don't think it's a requirement
right.
to have professional photos. I think it's nice depending on where you're trying to go in your industry. But I do think, like, I think Tiara said something, because, you know, she's a makeup artist, and she was like, I definitely ask.
Yeah, you ask, that's fine. But, and I agree, Tokyo was like, I'm talking about people who require it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, if you don't want to get pictured, then I'm not doing your face.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to bring up in that, I know it's not like on what's the word, but I did want to talk about, you know, the more elevated we get in things, I've heard several of my friends have bad experiences with like makeup artists and things. And another thing, you know, as we talk about these black owned businesses and things that we do, let's make sure we're staying professional at all times. You know, we keep getting these $25 deposits for this. If you're late, I'm gonna charge you this, and this. But let's make sure that you're on time. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Real. Me and Jordan own a business. You know, we have When Life Equals Curves with our shirts for those. Thank you who ordered. You know, we gave you a little something extra because it was something on our behalf that was uncontrollable, but we wanted to still show our appreciation to you.
Right.
So, you know, I just always say be mindful of that when you're running a business.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So our second what's the word topic is Offset gets pulled over and harassed by the police, and he mentioned several times that he's a celebrity. He's Offset from the Migos.
I'm a celebrity. You know who I am? I'm Offset from the Migos. They're fans. That's why they following me, bro.
That has nothing to do with why we're here. We were told
I just
that
watched.
you guys were waving guns.
You just watched somebody beat my car up
around.
with a flag. What are you talking about?
I need
So I'm not exactly sure why he was pulled over.
I don't know.
Somebody said it was something about a Trump rally that was going by.
Something. I don't know exactly why, but I thought the comments of, do you know who I am? I'm a celebrity was kind of funny.
Clearly they didn't know who you were, sir.
Because I'm like, what does that mean?
Or they didn't give a damn.
Exactly. Celebrities get arrested all the time.
Okay, but ask, what's her name? Uncle Jesse's wife. Lori Loughlin.
Lori Loughlin.
Becky.
Yeah, Lori Loughlin.
Becky doing time right now.
Yeah, Martha Stewart. Hell, people go to jail, and I'm not saying like he should have been harassed or anything like that, because at the end of the day, he's still a black man in America. Mm-hmm. But that just goes to say, like, your status, your class does not negate anything.
You're not above the law, sir.
Exactly. Okay, here you go, and
it was just funny because he kept saying, "Do you know what? I'm Offset from the Migos." I'm like,
boy, they don't care.
He was like, "Sir, get out the car, sir." You sitting here telling me who you are,
right?
Like, okay. I was just like,
sure
okay.
Police officers are like, okay, and I'm a police officer.
I wish he would have just been. I mean, again, I just wish he would have been more like, okay, what are you arresting me for? What are you arresting me for? You know, instead he was so trying to get his point across. Like, do you know me? No. I'm Offset from the Migos. He would have been better saying, I'm Cardi B husband.
Right.
They might have been like, you know what?
You're pretty good.
You have a nice day.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm glad it didn't escalate to anything terrible, because we all know what it could have been. Mm-hmm. But
exactly.
Yeah. That was a little bit of humble tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweetie. Sweetie, I don't know if I think I'm you or what, but I've been saying I know that's right all week. I know that's right. Anyway, back to being a young. Me and Jordan always talk about being young black, you know, millennials, whatever. Me here, I don't know if she's a millennial per se. She may be Gen X. I mean, is it Gen Z or whatever? Reginae. We're moving on to Reginae. So our girl Reginae, the Shade Room has cited her several times with her ex Lucci. And sis, we've been talking about relationships a lot lately on the show. We're women. We've all done some stupid things for love.
Perfect.
But Reginae,
baby,
what is it?
Baby.
What? He not even that cute. He not cute.
He not cute.
He got, what, 4 kids?
Too many.
And he like 10 years older than you?
Sweetie.
I mean, I know love is love.
Baby, no. My thing is this: if you want to go back to him, fine. We all have that man that we have gone back to that we shouldn't have gone back to. Looking dumb. My thing is, don't put it for the world to see. And I know that you a celebrity, and so it's gonna be hard for you to keep your business to yourself. Blah blah blah. But don't go on Instagram because you control that. Talk about I don't want to date no more rappers. Da da da. I want to be with him. Da da da. Baby.
Reginae, and I love me some Reginae. I think she's
I don't like her that much.
And that's another thing.
She's pretty.
She just did that video though when she was like, I'm beautiful, and she was like really uplifting herself, and she was like, don't let nobody tell you not cute, you cute. And then
she's really pretty. Her attitude sucks. She's a fucking brat.
I mean, her dad. She said, you know who I am? My daddy's Lil Wayne.
I don't give a damn who your daddy is.
That's the biggest flex. That's what she said. I hope she's not back with this man. And again, I'm not being judgmental because I've been a fool for love too many a times.
I'm a fool now.
And a lot of us stay in. Hello, lights. A lot of us have stayed in relationships that we probably shouldn't stay in because we comfortable. Mm-hmm. Or, we love the person even though the relationship is not that great or not we really want. Like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt,
yes.
Wrote the book.
Yes.
But Reginae, please. The how is she 21?
20? I think she just turned 21. She just began.
I'm 5 years older than you,
drink.
and I'm telling you, sweetie, don't do it. Leave him, sis.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's a waste of time.
Don't do it, sis. Okay, now this one is funny to me. So our next what's the word is, did you see the trailer? Did y'all see the trailer of Peter Guns hosting Cheaters?
Girl,
so I ended up sitting there to my daddy because my daddy is a huge Cheaters fan. My daddy.
Oh, I was like, is he a Peter Guns fan?
Girl, no. Have you met Isaac Thomas?
I was like, my daddy's not have music like that.
My daddy's not country. He's just a simple country man. But I think that's why I like simple country niggas. But anyway, Peter Guns is the new host of Cheaters. And it's so funny because one clip he was like, man, I know the game.
I've been down this route before.
I've been down. I was like, of course.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
It's very fitting.
The horse, it's from the horse's mouth,
Period.
Yeah, I will be watching. Will you be watching?
I don't know.
Should I go watch? Guess who's gonna be watching? This girl. I'm gonna be watching.
There'll be some clips out there, I'm sure. I don't watch TV like that, y'all.
I'm gonna be watching.
No, she's a TV whore.
Especially since pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if I can find it on YouTube, it's gonna be on my TV. I know I love YouTube.
I'm dead.
So the last one is we're calling this the Birkin debacle.
The Birkin debacle.
So sweetie, I'm sure Jordan will put the clip in here.
If he's not getting you a Birkin, if he's not paying for your bills, then throw that to the streets, okay?
Our dear friend Sweetie, love you girl, was like, if he not buying Birkin bags, if he
not spending money on you,
basically leave him, or he not worth your time. So I do want to talk before we go into the Birkin thing. I do kind of want to bring up this whole phenomenon now of women, the whole what we call Cardi phenomenon, the not really even the Cardi phenomenon. I really call it the City Girls phenomenon. Of the whole, if he not, or the Suki phenomenon, if he not doing this, text these niggas,
it's a city girl.
I call it the City Girls phenomenon because they were really the first ones that I heard. Because Megan talked about being sexual and stuff, but she wasn't really talking about get what you can from men. You know what I'm saying? I think City Girls went with that, and then of course now we have Suki, and that's all she talks about is getting fluid out, getting your Birkin. Text these niggas, whatever the case may be. So I just kind of wanted to, get your opinion on that. And where do we this new phenomenon of and I get it. Women are tired of being played. I done been played before. I know you done been played before. And it's now women are like, you know what? If the man gonna act like that, we gonna act like that too.
Right.
Period. So how do you feel about that?
I wish I had it in me. Shit. I'm naturally not I'm a very independent person. So for me to try and deliberately have niggas do shit for me would be extremely hard. Yeah. And not even because I don't want it. Because sure, if you're out there, hit me up.
Call us.
So it's not even that I don't want people to do nothing for me. It's just inherent.
Yeah.
Damn near.
I'm really big on playing with people's emotions because I don't like that. Like, if nothing else, and I tell people all the time, like, a lot of times I don't even allow myself to get close to a man because I'm just like, I don't take you seriously, and I'd rather be by myself than you to play with my emotions.
Yeah.
But I'm really big on that. Like, there's guys that be wanting to talk to me, and like I know that I'm like either not ready or like I don't feel that way about them, or I'm unsure about how I feel. So I'm like, hey, like, let's cut it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, or I'm not trying to, you know, whatever. So I'm very intentional about the time I choose to invest in people, and I'm very intentional about other people's feelings because I grew up watching Lifetime. People are crazy, okay? You can't play with people's emotions. You know what I'm saying? You be sleeping one eye open. So, I mean, I wish I was that girl, like, you know.
Right.
Birkin bag me, spend a couple of thousands on my titties and my ass cheeks. I mean, I wish I was that girl, but I can't. So
I literally just can't. Plus, I don't think we in the right city anyway. But
in Houston,
I mean, there's money in Houston. Do not get me wrong.
You know, take a page out of my book. Just, you know, talk to niggas in other states.
Oh my god. So, get y'all friends. Please get y'all friends.
It's the Smirnoff talking, guys. But y'all definitely don't want to see me enjoy the drinking. Cheers.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I know earlier when we were discussing this, you were mentioning what Kayla Nicole said. So enlighten our curvy crew.
Yes, the little baby. She's a little baby compared to me, I guess. She basically shut the shit down. In a real fucking way, basically saying that the celebrities and the debates going on about Birkins and things like that is so insensitive to people who at a time right now have lost jobs, have lost homes,
family members.
Yes, it's just like a very classist thing to be arguing about, and I could not agree more.
Yeah.
Personally, I think the bags are fucking ugly.
They're not that cute. My whole thing is,
it's a granny bag.
I mean, it's not that bad of a bag, but don't spend, like, and it's so funny because my mom just asked me, what you want for Christmas? And I'm like, shit, pick a bill. Any bill. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
And I remember when I was dating my ex that I was with whenever we met. And I remember one time I wanted to go on a trip for Bryson's birthday. And he was like, are you going to go on a trip? And I was like, no, babe, I don't really have no extra money right now. He's like, baby, I'll pay for the trip. I'm like, nigga, pay one of these bills.
Hello?
My car note is due.
Hello?
My cell phone bill is due. The electric bill is due. I don't need to go on no trips, baby. You want to support me? Pay one of these bills.
Thank you.
Okay? So, you know.
And I'll take a trip too, though.
I mean, I will take a trip, but I'm like, I need a home to come back to.
Hello.
Can't be getting evicted. And I mean, my bills are good, but I'm just saying, like, I appreciate it as a man. Like, yeah, give me stuff. Yeah. But don't be buying me no $12,000 bag.
I just think it's stupid. I mean, you know, when you have money and you want to do luxury, I'm not saying black people don't deserve luxury, because I love luxury. I just can't afford it because, you know, whatever, nonprofit. But I do agree with Kayla. Like, it's such a stupid fucking argument to have right now during a fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
And knowing that the main audience cannot afford a Birkin. Your whole fucking audience, damn near, with, you know, the selection of your rich celebrity friends, cannot afford a Birkin.
And we have to also realize how Saweetie grew up too, because like now that I'm like getting more into her, becoming more a fan, I noticed that like she has a lot of like famous cousins.
Yeah, she does.
Or like famous people that she grew up with besides Gabrielle. Like she grew up with like Zaytoven, and like her dad was like what in the NFL, or her grandpa or like in the NFL. Like
she
grew up a little. Yeah, her mom was like a video vixen. So I'm like, she kind of grew up in like, I guess, more of a limelight type situation. Yeah. I'm like, nobody I know got a Birkin bag.
Nobody I know has a Birkin bag. I know people with Chanel bags.
Oh yeah, Chanel, Gucci. Yeah. You know, but you know, Birkin Hermes is like, you have to. It's like a very VIP bag. So like, what
and that's cool. But like, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it personally. If I had money, I would not buy a Birkin.
I would
not.
I'll tell you that
right now. That bag is not that cute to me.
Yeah, like these men out buying their women cars. That's the energy.
Right. Buy me a damn car. Hello, pay off my student loans, baby.
Hello.
Pay off my credit card.
Pay them all, okay?
That's the energy that I want. Okay?
So with the Birkin debacle, it's just kind of like, it's the purse.
Yeah.
A lot of people out
Subpar
here,
purse.
you know, like people out here buying these bags with no money to put in them.
Message.
You heard it here first. So that's my thing. Like we so just like when I walked up to your apartment, I was trying to be judgmental. I mean, Jordan has a really nice apartment, but I was like, somebody got a brand new Audi outside. I'm like, where are you going? In this Audi. I ain't gonna be driving no Audi, living in no apartment. That's just me.
Okay.
Not judging, just saying. But anyways, now segment time, and it is homecoming season. Did you watch that video of Ricky Smiley? We talk about the black man and he was he just do like a high and he did this move with But anyway,
what's your favorite band? This is not a part of
Okay,
it. What's your favorite part of the band?
honestly, I like the stands, the stands that the dancers do in the stands.
Oh, the majorette dance.
Yeah,
dance.
like you know how the majors be playing something they
Yeah.
do, and they be doing their little like one of my favorite college bands to watch is Alcorn. I love watching Alcorn. I love watching. I mean, everybody loves Southern, the Dolls. Me and my shout out to my mom sister Ty. We sit and watch HBCU band dancers. I can't. I think is it Alcorn? I mean, I think it is. Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and Ty would sit up all night watching YouTube videos, watching the dances. We'd be like, we love it. So yeah. What about you?
I love the horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also love the drum majors too.
Yeah.
The drum majors, boy, they be killing me with them legs.
It's just like, cause you hear the beat, and then you hear,
and they be
that
swinging
is
them horns.
So fire to me.
The whole band is we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Okay, so because it's homecoming season, we definitely wanted to talk about it. We're so sad that we can't experience it.
Yeah.
2020 just
2020 fucked everything up royally.
I literally was like, not homecoming, Jesus. Anything but homecoming. But who would have thought we would still be doing all of this,
girl,
in almost November?
Girl,
I don't think anybody thought it was going to be this long.
I for sure didn't.
I for sure didn't.
I surely did not.
I didn't. But here we are. So we definitely wanted to talk about the whole homecoming season challenge that's been going around.
Yeah.
So Jordan's definitely going to put a clip in here. And for me, it's so like, first of all, I just love black people. We're so damn creative.
God. So creative.
Like, we so creative. But this whole homecoming challenge, to me, is so bomb. Like, I love the music. So shout out to 2 Chainz. I think it's called Moneymaker.
Yeah.
Love it. And so we definitely want to just kind of reminisce on homecoming. So, Jordan, what is some of your past homecoming memories that you have?
So many. So I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I did go to Alabama A&M. That one was great. We saw Lloyd. They brought Lloyd in.
The HBC is doing it.
It was fire.
We'll talk about it.
On the quad and everything. Yes. Probably one of my biggest regrets was leaving that school. Missouri State homecoming, I mean, it really doesn't compare. But, you know, the black people at my school, we did a great job for what we could do. You know, homecoming was a bunch of white people drunk, but, you know, we still had a good time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So my sorority, we had a great time because my sorority had won like homecoming queen for like 4 or 5 years in a row.
Oh, okay.
So we would be so aggy at the games. And then, oh man, one of my favorite memories, we were so drunk. Like, we get drunk at homecoming. And one of our favorite memories, it wasn't really a good memory per se. I know Wesley probably gonna watch this and be like, that was not a favorite memory. But we were so drunk, y'all. Wesley got her car towed. We came outside and Wesley was like, you know, like, dude, where's my car? She was like, where's my car? And I was like, did you park right here? She was like, yes. I was like, Wesley, your car got towed. Like, but we were so like tipsy, so we're like, oh my God. But like it just goes to show you like good times and like you just doing stuff and not even thinking. Like we were trying to hurry to get to the game because one of our neos or our line sister, somebody that was about to be homecoming queen. It was just a mess, y'all. Yeah. And of course, like being Greek, I love like the strolling, the like, you know, and then like Jordan, I went to Lamar University, very large black population considering. But our homecoming, I mean, it's fun for me. Like all the black Greeks and the black organizations have like their own separate lots, so we have a great time. And I just really enjoy seeing everybody and just like, you know, hugging people. Y'all know I'm a people person, so yeah. So on the challenge, there was the game outfit, the yard outfit, and the after party. What's your favorite?
The yard.
Yeah.
Did nobody go to our games?
It's so funny because I think because we went to PWIs, nobody goes to the game.
Nobody went to the
Nobody.
The white people went to the
Yeah, the white people do go to the games.
We went to go eat and kick it.
Yeah. The yard is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And so I was over homecoming like too many times. And we would just get out there early. We always like tailgate next to the Omegas, and we would just be out there, girl. We always like get our food catered, quote unquote. People say we bougie. One time we had beach cobbler, sure did. So we just get out there, have a good time. We just be like Jordan said, we just be kicking it.
It's so cool just to be with your people. Like our Greeks, they would cook. Anybody could eat. Mm-hmm. You know, it was just a good old time. And normally it was around my birthday.
Oh yeah.
So
October.
Yeah, so like the weekend of homecoming, it would be either be my birthday or, you know, coming up that week. Ooh, talk about drunk. Okay. I used to be done. That party, oh baby.
It's nothing like getting drunk outside in the middle of the day, running around hugging people, dancing, cha-cha sliding.
Yes.
Cane weighing
it,
like kicking it.
And I don't know about y'all, but during the game, that's when we went to the mall to get our like the little ends.
Also, our game, see, and I know a lot of like HBCs, their game be in the middle of the day. Our game will always be at night.
Really?
So we would tailgate. It would normally be like 6 or 7. So we would always tailgate until like 6. And then around like 7, we started kind of like cleaning up a little bit, and then we'll go to the game just because normally we have somebody running for homecoming court, and then we would leave, go take a shower, and get ready for the after party.
Oh yeah, no, our games was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
like
a lot of HBCs that have them at like 1 or 2 because people stay out all day.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad. We probably still want to go to the game, but I think like, having a game in the middle of the day is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Okay. So now, me and my line sister Ty, shout out to Ty again. We had like a whole homecoming world tour plans, okay, baby? We was ready. We was about to get Louisiana wide open. Like we were gonna be at every homecoming in the southern, like in the south. So what are some homecomings that you remember visiting, or if you visited any, or what were some you were looking forward to going to this year?
Visited? Well, I went to Lamar last year. I have not been to many homecomings.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's different when you're Greek.
Yeah, possibly.
So, like, I know there are people who are not Greek that go to people's homecomings and stuff, but no, I don't really know anybody outside of who I know at my school. Like, so at different colleges and stuff. If you went to a different college, we knew each other, but it wasn't like we was like best friends.
I think it's different in the South too.
But yeah.
Like, well, I think it's different down here.
Well, people do go to different homecomings. Like, people will go to Mizzou. People would go to Mizzou from Missouri State, but they were often Greek or they had friends up there. I didn't know nobody at Mizzou, or they were younger than me, so it just really didn't make sense for me. Yeah. So yeah.
I think that like because a lot of people like to visit HBCUs, and of course living in Texas we have several, and then there are a lot like, you know, along the coast like Louisiana, Mississippi, so they're drivable. Yeah. I think that a lot of times, oftentimes we visit. I go to TSU Homecoming, Texas Southern. Every year I have a great time. Probably one of our favorite like homecomings.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down. I've been to PV several times. Don't too much care for it. No shade. Don't roast me in the comments if you went to Prairie View. I don't have an issue with it. It's just too much going on. And like every time I go to PV, they always talk about we're a walking campus. They be having tents way over there, way over there, way over everywhere.
I did go to UH homecoming.
UH was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they have a small black population too, so it's kind of like more homey. I feel.
And that might have been why, because it was kind of like being at home.
Yeah, homie. Yeah, it's real homey. Yeah, so I definitely, but I was looking forward to going to Southern this year. I was gonna go to Southern this year with my mom and my line sisters. I also wanted to go to Grambling. I have a lot of like sorority sisters and alumni chicks that graduated from Grambling, so I was looking forward to that as well. And then of course I was gonna go to Texas Southern and PV. It's always a given. I could go without PV. I really could, but TSU, I fucks with y'all.
I think it's kind of like no place like home though. At least for me.
Yeah.
Because when I did visit, I think a lot of it has to do with who you're with too. The Lamar experience, no shade to y'all, but it was kind of like it would have been better if I was a student there.
Well, yeah, clear. I mean, I feel like it's always better when you're a student. And another thing, I understand Jordan's like take on being Greek too, but like when I go to TSU and stuff like that, a lot of my line sisters come too. So it's not even so much like we like all with the star eyes like hey, like we do, but it's a lot of my line sisters like we go as a group. So I think like Jordan said, it depends too. Who you go with and like if you know people, because Lamar have a great time. And I told Jordan too, I'm like, look, because her and like our work friends went, and Christina is my Nia, who's also our work friend. Shout out to the Homegirls podcast. And I was like, look, I'm gonna be drunk, and I know everybody's gonna be running from here to there, so don't be looking for me, because I'm telling you, I'm about to be wilding. Like I'm about to be here, there, everywhere, talking to people. I even went across the way to my little white friends, so because they be giving out food too. So yeah, I mean it's missed.
Yeah,
I know a lot of schools are doing it in the spring this year to kind of like compensate. Yeah, like to like recruit or what's the word I'm looking for? Compensate for what was missed in the fall. I just love seeing people like, and like literally I've had classmates pass away recently. And like life is just so short, man. You want to see people, you want to spend time with people, and just see them. Even if I really just didn't like even just talk to you in school, it's good to like see people,
right?
So yeah, I'm so sad about homecoming. I could shed a tear, y'all. Okay, next we're gonna talk about PWIs versus HBCUs. It's a huge debate. I wanted to bring it up a little bit because Jordan and I both went to both went to PWIs. Jordan did do a year at HBCU. I actually wanted to go to an HBCU. My dad is an alum of FAMU. He is a diehard rattler, y'all. He got a rattlesnake tattooed on his arm.
My daddy is a bison.
Oh, he was Howard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Howard.
Yeah.
So, one of our closest friends, Karen, went to Howard.
Yes.
One of my best friends went to Howard. Well, he went to Lamar for undergrad, but he graduated from Howard Law School.
Okay.
That was also, I wanted to go to TSU for grad school, but that scared me, baby.
My sister goes to TSU right now.
Oh, she like it? Mm-hmm. So we kind of talk about it a little bit.
HBCU lows,
HBCU, yeah, HBCU. So we'll talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So like going to a PWI first. Some things I loved about going to an to a PWI. I want to go to HBCU so bad, y'all. But some things I loved about going to a PWI, I love the fact that the black population wasn't super large, and so like a lot of us was real close. Yeah, it's like when you black, it's like that's all you got. And when the university is not always seeing eye to eye on black issues or being oblivious to what's going on, it's like we have to stand up for ourselves. I remember one time I was working on campus, and one of the Omegas and one of the Kappas ended up they were mad because they took a lot of the more black events off of homecoming. So while we started a black homecoming, the administration was pissed. Now mind you, I work on campus. I worked for student activities at the time, my junior year. I get called into the office maybe at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, we need you to get a group of students together. We need to talk about this. The news came out and everything, but it's like, we involved out in a small town. Yeah. And it's all over the news. Black homecoming. it's out there. Like, what's up? What's good with it?
Right.
So, you know, I feel like we all banded together a little bit better because we all we got.
Basically.
Like, we are all we got
Literally.
here.
Yeah.
What are some things about PWI that you liked? Besides your student, your refund and hitting on time. I know for those of you on HBCU had some struggles with that financial aid hit on time.
What did I like about being? I agree with you about the closeness, the tight knit family. There's a lot of people I could call right now, and it's just like we pick it up where we left off type shit. So I definitely love that. It's gonna sound so bad, y'all, but it's the truth. I love being accessible to like things at work, and like I don't know, like we just had nice things.
Like the funding was there.
Yeah, the funding was there. Yeah, but you know, it is unfortunate, and I will say that A&M was not bad, but the time that I did go, they were in the midst of losing accreditation, so my mom pulled me ultimately, and but they didn't, thankfully, and it's unfortunate the difference. There's such a huge difference. I visited Lincoln University once. It's a HBCU in Missouri, and the internet didn't work anywhere. Like, and it was just so weird because you step on Missouri State campus and it's literally internet everywhere all the time. Like, you never have to worry about internet. And it was just frustrating. And I was like, damn, I'm over here privileged as fuck, you know. And it's unfortunate. Like, they should have the same things that PWIs have.
Exactly.
And it should go across the HBCs across the board. Not just Howard, not just FAMU, not just the
small
ones.
ones too. The Benedict,
not Morehouse and Spelman.
The small ones.
Yes, the Fisks,
the Benedict,
the Links, and the Lincolns. Yes.
Lincoln. I'm trying to think of some more. Lane. The smaller HBCUs. Absolutely. What's it called? Paul Quinn.
Yes, the small ones too. They deserve funding and everything as well. So
that's another thing. With these HBCUs, I like the culture.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I didn't grow up. I'm from Mo City, for those of you who are familiar, which is, you know, a very mixed. First of all, I live in Houston. I'm from Houston. It's a very just mixed city overall. And I mean, my dad talks about FAMU like nobody's business. Now, my dad grew up in a town that was, a lot, you know, very white over here, black over here. So he grew up with a lot of black people. And somebody went to FAMU, and I mean, literally, he talks about it like
it's going on.
Yeah, like my daddy loved FAM. And he talks about the professors being black, and you know, my dad did want to do a Greek work that she didn't get a chance to do, but you know, he talks about those things, and I just was like, man, I originally wanted to go to Albany State.
Oh, okay.
My family is from Georgia. I know y'all have heard me mention that several times before, so I did want to go to Albany State, but you know, it worked out that I went to Lamar University and I had a great time. But I do love the band culture. I love the black appreciation culture of black people teaching black people. You know the things that you get, even though it's TV, but the things you see on A Different World, School Day. You know, like it's just. I just feel like as black people, it's like no other. We are so, you know, unique. We are so individual. Like, I can only imagine, and when I do go to like TSU homecomings or like you can just feel
the pride,
the energy. And I mean, even when I was in college, I would visit, like we would go out for a weekend and hang out with our stars from PV, and you can feel the energy. We would go on a weekend and go hang out with our stars from Southern, and you can feel the energy, you know. So, oh man. But I always say too, and no shade out. So I always say, for my law sisters alone, I'm glad I went to Lamar. We're very close. Jordan knows. I talk to these girls every day almost, and and not to say that people go to HBCUs don't, but you know, it would have been a lot more of us, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So, but I mean, college in general, man,
I wish I was who I am now at my HBCU. I think I would have had a very much
time.
Yeah, much better.
That's good to say for college in general, because I hear a lot of people say Lamar, Missouri, wherever they went, sometimes I hear people say, "Oh, I didn't really like it." And I'm like, "What was you doing?" I feel like depending on where you are, and like I said, I wanted to go to Albany State, and then I didn't even want to go to Lamar at first. I wanted to go to Sam Houston.
I wanted to go to Tennessee State. TSU.
Oh, okay,
That's
TSU. Oh, you had you a good old time. Yeah. One of my friends go to Tennessee State, and I'm like, girl, I got to get to Tennessee State.
Or Clark Atlanta.
Clark Atlanta.
Either between Clark Atlanta or Tennessee.
If I was gonna go away out of the state, it definitely would have been to an HBCU.
Yeah,
for sure. If I would, like I said, I wanted to go to Albany State. I was looking at one of my cousins went to Fort. I was looking at FAM because of course my dad is a FAM alum. Mm-hmm. One of my cousins went to Fort Valley. Mm-hmm. They lost their accreditation, so she left.
Right.
But yeah.
I think though, and because of who I was, and I'll just say my truth when it comes to my HBCU experience, I felt like a number. I felt like, and I was much shyer. I wouldn't even done this back then. Like, Jordan on camera, hell no. But I was a much shyer person, so I only knew a handful of people. So my experience at my HBCU, while it's something that I wish I didn't just cut off, and abruptly, I think going to a PWI kind of helped shape me into who I am today, and me as a woman, and being more responsible, because at the PWI, that's where I got my first apartment. That's when I started paying my bills. That's when I was introduced overtly to racism.
Let's talk about it.
Like, I knew I was black all the time. Like, I always know I was black, but that's when I was really introduced to my blackness, because it was like
non-sheltered.
Yeah.
That's a good one, because I went to school in Beaumont, which is a very small, not very small, let me stop saying very small, but a small town surrounded by very small towns.
It's smaller than Houston.
It's way smaller than Houston, but surrounded by little bitty towns.
Yeah.
And some people that I met, there's only maybe like 4 black people in their graduating class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so they would say stuff like that. Like, Aaliyah, well, you're like the only black person I've actually had like a longer than a 10-minute conversation with. You know what I'm saying? I knew a girl from Hemp Hill, Texas. And I remember she said she graduated with 2 black people. She said it was 2 black families in the whole town. And I'm just like, girl, from Houston. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's black, Persian, Indian, Haitian. Like, we got it all. So, and that's something that, I think when people say facing racism, but I feel like it definitely prepared me. So when I hear things now, it's not as shocking to me. Yeah. And I do realize that some people are just ignorant.
As fuck.
And it's not even like, I'm not even trying to like be rude about it. They're just ignorant to the fact that they've never had to deal with it.
I worked about 15, 20 minutes outside of Springfield, where my school is, in Nixa, and I had children stare at me because they had never seen a black person before. Because I worked at Smart Style in Walmart. These children would be like
amazed. Yep, amazed. And it's I've had people. I have my degree in corporate communications, so I took a lot of like tough classes. We had to have like persuasion. We talked about like things that you're not, like unconventional conversations, like things you're not supposed to talk about. And we would talk about those in my classes. I loved being a comm major, y'all. Like we would.
Did you have a gender class?
Gender?
It was like we had a gender and communications. Girl, it was probably in comparison to what you're talking about.
Yeah, we had unconventional communications. We had
so good.
Oh yeah. Well, one of my favorites was persuasion communication. Shout out to Dr. Mahalski. That's one of my favorite courses, and we would talk about persuading people on certain things. So we had conversations about abortion. We had conversations about interracial marriages, and I've had white women or white men say, I can't bring no black person home.
Oh yeah, I've had there was a girl in my comm class who, because that was my minor, she said basically before that class she had never really had a conversation with black people, and one day I invited her to sit with me and my friends, because we always sat in the front. It was like a black table type thing. Anyway,
we find each other,
right? Exactly.
Like,
so we all sat together, and I let them know, like, this is such and such. She's never really been around black people before. Had a normal conversation, completely changed her perspective. Like, And then she came back to class and she was like, Jordan invited me to sit with her friends, and they were sweet as pie.
The thing about black people though, and I'm not no shade to our Caucasian counterparts, we're much more inviting.
Mm-hmm.
We're much more welcoming of a culture of people. I feel like, you know, even for you didn't go to my pool party, but it was a white girl, and she was like, "Can I just come sit over here by you guys? Like, y'all are listening to Making It Stallion. Y'all are just so cool." And she's like, "Yeah, girl, come kick it." You know what I'm saying? And so, I do appreciate that aspect of, and my friend Macy, my friend Robin, like girls, some of my white girlfriends. You know, I was glad I was able to, you know, show them, you know, outside of the stereotype, because it's not even their,
no different.
Yeah, it's not even their fault. You know, something is drilled into your head about a certain type of person for so long. It's just like, what are you to believe? So, I'm appreciative of that experience. But man, I miss y'all. I miss college. I literally just here. Like
so much.
I would do anything to go back and do one more year.
Oh my gosh, when I moved here, because like y'all know I'm from St. Louis. When I moved here, I would cry all the time. I cried all the time because I missed school so much, because that's where my people were. I cried all the time, y'all. I'm not even bullshitting y'all right now. Like, I missed my friends so much. I just wanted everybody to visit me. I wanted everybody to just come live with me. I missed my people so much. It's hard to move.
It is.
And not know really anybody.
Well, I could move, but I don't plan on it. It has to be an act of God.
Okay, so before we move on to our black-owned businesses, I just wanted to recommend a book, because we were talking about being black in small towns in our communication classes. So this book called Privilege, Power, and Difference by Alan G. Johnson is so good. It's so good that I kept it from my communication class. So definitely grab it. It's a groundbreaking tool for students and non-students to examine the systems of privilege and difference. So it's definitely a good book, especially it helps explain privilege, and not just white privilege, but being able-bodied privilege, stuff like that. So pick it up. It's super good.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. But I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed our little reminiscing on college. And for those who are in college, enjoy it. I know the world is just.
It's gonna get better.
It's good. And you know what? And I always, you know, I always say, like, when bad things happen or when things of confusion happens, like, God is not the author of confusion. So, like, it's not confusing to him. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
hang in there.
We just gonna push through it. We gonna all look at this 10 years from now and be like, you were
right. Right.
Girl, because I'm struggling. Hello. So, okay, guys. So now is our black-owned business segment. I'll go first. First, I have Stormy Creations. And Stormy Creations, she makes everything, guys, from cups, t-shirts. If you guys follow me on Instagram, she actually made my Hooters girl costume. So thank you so much, Tempest. Shirts, jackets, cups, shot, anything you want to put a logo on or whatever, she can hook you up. So shout out to Stormy Creations. And then also have Be Black, which is Be Black Denim. So at Be Black Denim. And they have t-shirts that they do, and you know, for the black culture. So make sure you follow them as well.
Yes. For mine, I want to talk first about Up-Waisted Beads. This is my sister Sarah from college, and it is waist beads, anklets, rings, bracelets. She makes all of it. They are handmade, so she sits and puts all those little beads on your belt for you.
Good handmade.
Yes, it's so cute. She adds little gems if you want them, little charms and things like that. So definitely hit her up. She's amazing. Great aesthetic. It's dope. Okay, so my second black-owned business I wanted to shout out is called Pied Out Cookies. They are a vegan company here in Houston. They do vegan treats. So definitely check them out. They're located in the Cypress area. So for my Northwest Siders, make sure to check them out. Yeah. But I would make the trip for a Black-owned business. But yeah, so Pied Out cookies, like I said, 100% vegan. They have a lot of great stuff. You know, I'll put the clip on there, so check them out.
Yes. So before we close, we're going to do our positive affirmations. And I know Doretta never has hers. Excuse me. Whew. My positive affirmation is going to be, I don't know if it's positive, but just like life is so short. Cherish each moment like it's your last.
She took mine.
A classmate of mine recently suddenly passed away. And it's just like, people who are so young, when you're young, I think a lot of times as young people, we live our lives so like, I'm not gonna die till I'm 70. And you know, God forbid, because I would love for us all to live our promise, you know, live past 70 or whatever the case may be. But we know that that's not the reality sometimes. And sometimes things are sudden. So I want to just say, cherish each moment like it's your last, like literally. And then another thing I want to say, y'all, I know we don't like to talk about death, but make sure you have life insurance. And I don't want to harp too much on it because death is it's just something that we don't want to talk about. I hate that we have to talk about it again, especially people who are so young. But I do want to stress the importance of having life insurance because, you know, if nothing else, we all know that we will experience death. Like we do know that is inevitable. And so you want to make sure that you set your family up, your loved ones up to where they don't have to figure out how they're going to put you away nice. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody to be stressed out about how they're going to bury you. So I just wanted to briefly touch on that. Nothing too serious. Because again, you know, I don't want to take away from the moment of understanding that life is short and we must cherish every moment. But please get you just a simple $10,000 policy, $15,000 policy, just enough for us, you know, us to make sure that we can put you away. We can put you away nice. And that's all I have to say. And if you guys want more information on life insurance policies, please inbox the page. I have two people actually that I can get you in contact with that can help you walk through the process. They're not going to try to cheat you or anything like that. Really good people that I trust and know that can get you a nice policy. It's not going to try to get you to get something astronomical, just something that will get you sent away nicely. So
yeah. Good. I actually want to piggyback off that because that's kind of in the realm of what I was going to talk about as well. I also, unfortunately, lost a classmate this week. I will try not to cry.
Oh my gosh, no.
I'm actually like, oh, that's so hard. Okay, yeah, so I lost a classmate of mine from A&M this week, and it sucks a lot because we weren't in contact, but we were pretty close when I went there. And it just kind of made me want to remind people, I even tweeted this, like, reach out to your people. Like, really, like, make new memories, call them, text them, spend time with them. The person that I'm talking about, you know, like I said, we hadn't really spoken in years, but, you know, I always admired from afar her journey to be a doctor and everything. And it was so abrupt and so unfortunate. And it was just something that I would have never, ever, ever thought. You know, we think that we're going to live forever. We think we're going to live forever. And, you know, obviously we know we're going to die, but you don't think about it.
You don't think about it.
You just living your life day by day, just going through day by day. And it just really, like, this week was kind of rough on me, putting it in perspective that you really never know anyone's final day. So really, like, reach out, talk to your people, spend time with them, make new memories, things like that. So yeah, sorry, I did kind of get really teary-eyed, but
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, again, when you're so young, you just think that oh man, like I'm just invincible. I could just do all these things, and and you can.
You just think you have so much life left.
Yeah,
and you do,
You do.
Yeah,
but
just don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted, guys. Don't take it for granted. And literally, like Jordan was really, I wasn't necessarily close to this person, but I just seen him. Like literally, and it almost seems like I was like, huh? What?
It's crazy.
It's shocking. It's shocking. Mm-hmm. And I know people who are very close to this person, and that hurts. I hurt for them.
Yeah.
Because,
and that's how it is.
You know,
one of my close people is
distraught. Yeah, and it's just like you're left here to pick up the pieces for yourself. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, my heart, like literally, it breaks for them.
Yeah. Cause you just go, like when you lose somebody, you just think about everything that you did with each other.
Yeah, and things. Everything. The reasons. Well, why didn't I do this?
Yeah, exactly.
And why didn't? And I haven't lost that many people, but when I lost my grandmother in 2013, she got sick. My mom didn't tell me she was dying sick. My mom just told me that she was sick. And so that was my first spring break in college. And while everybody was out going to South Padre, I went home. And I went home, and I got to spend a week with my grandmother. And oh my gosh, so I got to spend the week with my grandmother. And
take your time.
I know it was in March, so I got to spend the week with my grandmother, and then she died that next month. So I always am like grateful for that experience, because I'm like, if I wouldn't have went home, I don't think I would have ever forgiven myself.
Yeah,
you know, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have been able to. And I remember I was dating this guy at the time, and I would cry every night. Like I was just like distraught. And he was like, "When are you gonna go back to normal?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
It's hard. I lost my great grandma. She came and lived in St. Louis for a little while before she passed, and I felt like it was God's plan. Mm-hmm. I hadn't seen her in so many years, and just all of a sudden my aunt wanted to move to St. Louis, and she was her caretaker, so she had to come, and we had Christmas, we had Thanksgiving, we had fun, and she unfortunately passed. And obviously I was distraught, because at that point I had built a new relationship. Mm-hmm. But even though, like, I think I was okay, I had solace knowing that I got to spend time with her.
Yeah. I even think about Miss Tina. And that's probably going to send me over the edge. But for those of you who don't know, 2 years ago, I think a couple months was the 2-year anniversary that Jordan and I lost a coworker. And that was almost more hurtful than the grandmother thing, than losing my grandmother. Because,
oh my God.
Yeah, my grandmother was old.
She really just wanted me to cry.
I know.
Like,
it's like right there when we're all driving. I'm like, oh gee. But it was shocking, because you go from seeing somebody every day.
That was probably the hardest day.
That was the hardest. It sounds crazy, but that was probably my hardest loss.
Yeah, that was probably like one of the hardest things. I think we as a job, mm-hmm. our office is only like our intermediate office is like 35 people. So you see these people every day. So for her, and it's while we're on the subject, breast cancer awareness, mm-hmm. make sure to get yourself checked, ladies.
Please.
Oh God, it was just the worst.
The worst.
She didn't even go to a concert.
Oh yeah, I could not.
The day that Miss Tina passed, she was supposed to go. What concert was it?
I think it was Tiana Taylor.
I think so.
Yeah, and I literally that morning, we got a phone call. One of our old coworkers, Becky, called and was like, "If you want to say goodbye to Miss Tina, get here now." Yeah. When I tell you, I have never driven that fast in my life. Oh yeah, baby, I was busting the beltway down.
Yeah, 59.
And when I got there, they wasn't letting anybody else in, and my heart just broke. And Whew, that was tough, y'all. That was tough. So we say all that to say, I know we were getting all emotional and whatnot, but you know, just cherish your loved ones.
For sure.
Cherish your loved ones. And you know, I remember Miss Tina being like, we had a dinner at work, and I forgot, I think it was Tiffany O's bridal shower. She was like, I came here for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it's like, I think she knew that her time was running out. I know. I think she knew. And yeah, we're gonna cry later.
I'm gonna cry now. Because I do, like, we miss her a lot.
Yeah.
We used to spend a lot of time together outside of work. So, yeah. She's definitely missed.
Big time.
It was the hardest to go back to work after she left. So,
Yeah.
woo, yeah. But that's why I said cherish those memories, make
Yeah.
new ones.
I have pictures of her in my office.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I try not to cry about it. I'm a big crier, but I try not to cry because I think Lauren London talked about that when she lost Nipsey. She's like, we can't possess people.
No, I mean,
You know, we
No.
belong to God. So
you just remember.
yeah,
It's just like the memories is what you cry over,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it tough. 'Cause
Yeah.
we always talk about Miss Tina, her little dresses and her little this and
Her
me
charm
and her used to go to Cato's on
Yes.
our extended lunch breaks.
and our
So,
little girls' day we had. Yeah,
it's tough.
it is. But, you know, I think we got our point across. Tears and all.
I know Jordan is really mine just be sitting right here.
It was Miss Tina.
So I do
That's
this
a
little
good
I do this
edge.
little thing where I look down. I'm able to.
I tried.
Yeah,
I really tried. Anytime you want me to cry, talk about Tina Calvin.
Literally, I have cried so many times at work about literally when they did that presentation last summer for the board visit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, excuse me, excuse me.
Anytime you want me to cry
Yeah.
at the drop of a hat, talk about Tina Calvin.
Yeah.
There it is.
And then we end up naming one of our conference rooms after her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's such a sweet. This video is in memory of
All of them.
all of them, but
Yeah.
especially our angel, Miss Tina Calvin.
Yeah.
We miss you so much. And I don't think I want to do any announcements. I just want to kind of end that there. But,
Yeah.
but I do want to say, make sure you follow us on Instagram at When Life Gives You Curves. Y'all know the rest. Jordan will have our follow information, but we do want to just kind of do a little, so we could do a little tribute to them.
Yeah.
So if you lost someone from breast cancer or suddenly or anything like that, please know that we're praying for you.
Yes.
Do your time of bereavement, and it gets better.
It does.
It gets better. So, love you so much, and thanks for watching.
I'll find a way to get through. Living without you. 'Cause you were my sister, my strength, and my ground. Only God may know why. Still, I will get by.
There were so many things that we could have said. If time was on our side. Ooh, yeah. Now that you're gone, I can still